Alright, hello everybody. Welcome back. Carl again. This is like part 2 or follow-up to my bilge pump saltwater mixing solution. This is just something I lashed together real quick. It is a basically a 12-volt relay which I can control to turn the pump on and off wirelessly. So here in the book here you can see this is the this here is the bilge pump. I have a 1-inch clear piece of vinyl. This is a 1/2-inch PVC to a 1/2-inch national pipe thread adapter, and then I have a 1/2-inch national pipe head to 3/8 compression tube, and then a 3/8 tube end. That's my solution for how I got that to work, and this is what it looks like. So 1-inch clear tube. You can see this is just a 1/2-inch regular PVC fitting that would usually slip over top of 1/2-inch, and then adapts it to the threads. And then I use the 3/4-inch rigid tube. It's got an O-ring in there to 1/2-inch, and then this will thread on there. Now this was a temporary solution I came up with, but after doing some looking around yesterday, I don't think I can actually beat this solution. This fit in here was really tight, so I don't need a hose clamp. And this fit in here, I had to do a little work. I actually had to heat this vinyl up to get this to slide on. So I don't think I need anything on that. So I think I'm just going to leave this how it is. I can screw this in by hand, and that'll be my solution for pumping. The other thing I did was put some quick connect fittings on the end, so I could easily wire it into my remote, so I don't have to leave it permanently installed. I think I might end up actually using this as my new mixing pump now too. Okay, so anyhow, back to kind of what's at hand. So here's the circuit I came up with. It uses a 2N3904 transistor, a 78 LO5, which is a 5-volt voltage regulator, a regular 12-volt car relay, a wireless board that I have, and I'll show you where I got that from, and then the 1K resistor. So what I do is I have 4 wires. 2 go to the battery, a 12-volt battery, through a 15-amp fuse. One of the wires connects right to ground for the bilge, and I bring power in on number 30 and 86 of the relay, and then 87 goes to the bilge pump out, which will be 12 volts out, and 85 comes from the 2N3904 from the collector of the transistor, and that's what powers the relay. So, moving on, where did I get the little board? Well, if you guys remember from a previous video, I had one of these that I took apart and actually made a wireless, or excuse me, an auto top off. Well, inside of that was a little module that I kept that I had. That's actually the board that uses this remote that it comes with to turn this on and off. So, here is my solution. So here is the board here that it comes with, and I just kind of I just dabbed a little bit of tiny hot glue on it. This is the original connector that comes with, and it has power, ground, and out. Here is the 2 regulators that I had, the 2N3904 and the regulator, or 78 LO5. So what I do is power comes in on this red wire. It runs through this fuse to number 30 of the relay. And then the brown wire here takes the 12 volts into the 78 LO5 regulator. The 78 LO5 regulator takes 5 volts out to power the board. All the grounds are connected together, except for on 85. Pin 87 is this black wire, which actually connects to yellow, and the yellow wire runs out to the bilge pump, and that's terminal 87. And that's what will, once the relay is energized, will give the bilge pump power. The ground wire is actually connected through. It comes from these battery clips here. That's how I get it from the 12-volt battery. So from the black is the ground, runs up here where the ground connects with this blue wire here, and yellow wire, which is from the relay number 87, and then this is from the battery ground. That gives ground to the bilge pump. And then what will happen is when this relay gets activated with the push of this button, it will provide a high through the 1K resistor to the base of the transistor. transistor will turn on, which will sync ground from the emitter to the collector, which the collector is then wired into number 85 of this relay, which will turn the relay on, providing power through that yellow wire out to the bilge pump. So I'll take these two wires here and I'll connect it to my 12-volt battery. Okay, so now I have power. Here is my remote, and you can see this is remote A, so I wrote A on the box. This was just a case I had, and if I hit the button, you'll hear the relay activate, and then that little red light will come on. So here you go. So there is the relay on. Hopefully you heard it click. So right now there is 12 volts out on those wires. If I hit the button for off, the relay clicks again and then turns that off. So this was the solution that I came up with. Now, what do you do if you don't happen to have one of these to take apart? Well, you can go on eBay, and for a couple bucks you can actually get a wireless remote relay that actually has a relay built in. It's already 5-volt ready. It has 4 terminals, 2 inputs and 2 outputs, and then you can connect your bilge pump into that, and that will work. So hopefully this kind of gives you some follow-up on the solution for turning off 12 volts on and off. And there's my circuit again, just in case you want to take a look at that. And provide power to your bilge pump. And this is the exact same setup that I used yesterday, this remote and this board from this switch. So I know it'll work, and now it's kind of portable. So anyway, hopefully this gives you some ideas, and thanks again.